that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power tasker, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo knows that I am not a passer.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing Jones. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Cam of Evans. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early. They hope that will keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Off left tackle, it's McCaffrey. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle.
It was a Caleb Evans in on the stop.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the 31, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This will be taken at the 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Lawson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Browns now at 2-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a senior coach and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Evans. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
Right back to Njoku. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
run with Gibson. And he's got room. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This one swung out here to Jones.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Gibson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted.
Hooked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Jones is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Jones again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Watson. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw again on second down. Jones.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Young.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at the 10. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Watson off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now Watson throws another interception. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 36, Watson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Watson on first down. Able to find Gray here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Antonio Gibson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Jones throwing to start the drive. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up...
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
To throw is Watson.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 25 on second down, Jones buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Here's Jones to throw on second down.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Bo Melton, 85 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw at this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second and goal, Watson. And he'll go down. at the 20-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Oh, able to avoid him. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And now here's another interception.
And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here's another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10, Jones.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jones. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? After the penalty, it's Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you...